Awesome. Perfect. It is that time. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Perfect. I can see myself. Sweet. Welcome, everyone. Again, it seems like I recognize most of the names on the screen. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time, thanks for checking things out. My name is Jacob. Again, if at any time you cannot hear or there's any sort of technical difficulties that happen or occur, feel free to pop your microphone on. You can give me a holler. I can hear all of you very well through my microphone. So just let me know. I can slow things down, stop things. We can take a break and fix whatever is happening. But again, to jump back to what we'll get into, my name is Jacob. Thanks for checking things out. Thanks for coming today virtually, joining us in this Om Culture community, our Om Culture worldwide community. Thanks for being part of this family, of my family today. As I was just saying, this is going to be a Hatha flow practice for those of you who have not practiced with me before. It's an all levels Hatha flow practice. That means we're going to find a few different variations of postures, but we're also going to find a little bit of sedentary motion, or a little bit of no motion, a little bit of sedentary nature within these postures. What I like to call a little bit of comfort in uncomfortable spaces. That's the Hatha portion. We'll find a little flow as well. But today we're actually going to lean a little more into that Hatha side. That's a perfect segue to our stars, to our astrology. Again, if you've practiced with me before, you might know that I like to begin this practice with a little talk about what's going on in the sky. Before I do jump into that, if you want to make yourself comfortable, again, I was just speaking about props, things you can find around the house to help make your seat comfortable, a pillow, a blanket, maybe some blocks or books to help with those needs. Sitting cross-legged could be a great option, finding yourself on your mat with something, again, underneath that sit bone. If cross-legged is not your jam, sitting like this over any sort of books, bolster, block, or pillow could be real nice as well. My hips are low here because I have that accessibility, but anywhere, any height could be real nice to, again, get those hips higher than the knees and keep the blood flowing regularly. Awesome. When you're settled in, I'm going to spiel just a moment more and we'll get right on into our practice. Again, at this time, if astrology is not your jam, if what's going on in the sky is not super important to you, if you do not resonate, that's totally fine. Just so you know, this will be a brief moment, a chance for us to set a little intention to carry throughout practice, but we'll be moving on into our physical asana soon. So just breathe a little, meditate for a moment, and we'll be right on with you. But for those of us following the sky, as I mentioned just a moment ago when we were opening up class and I was opening up the laptop here, we've just moved into Taurus. I think it was either last night or this morning. I do believe it's because we had a leap day. This February was a leap day February. We had an extra day. So the signs are changing a day or two in advance this year. We'll find a little quicker rotations and a little different changing of the times, a little different normal dates that we find for our changing. So we're in Taurus, we're in an earth sign. Normally we play with what that earth sign is opposing on the moon. The moon right now is in Pisces. So we're dealing with water, we're dealing with earth. If you've worked with me before, when we've dealt with Pisces, we deal with water. We deal a lot with the fact that it's the water bearer, that it holds water. We'll do some of our beautiful hand motions here. Our teacup exercise, if you know that one, will be our water bearer today, and we'll work again really with those isolating techniques by keeping our body strong, but allowing it to flow like that water. The earth's going to come in because we're going to really stay grounded today. We might move again a little slower, a little more on that Hatha portion of this Hatha flow. But we are going to find, again, some real good transitions, some real good flowy motions that keep us in tap and in touch with that water. My other intention is to get real in the hips today, as those do hold emotion, which is connected to the water side, and they are our grounding, earthing element when we're sitting, so that'll kind of connect us both to our earth root and our water root. But enough of that, we'll get more into it as we flow. Again, a great time now to find yourself a meditative seat. I'll take a quick check-in to anybody with any issues, and we'll begin in just a brief moment. Awesome. Once again, Finding yourself a nice comfy seat. If sitting cross-legged, as I mentioned before, it's not accessible for you, you have that option sitting over a bolster, something underneath those sit bones in a different place or space, allowing those knees parallel to let the blood flow a little better. Wherever you are, finding your seat, finding comfort, finding grounding, and we'll begin to breathe. No rush, no direction, no intention just yet. We'll have time to set those soon, but for right now, just allowing that breath to be at the forefront of your focus. The inhales and the exhales. Deepening, lengthening. Beautiful. If it's within your practice, a great time right now to engage in Ujjayi breathing. If that's a new word for you, I'm talking about a slight constriction of the vocal cord muscles. So those muscles right around your throat, right around that throat chakra, the fifth chakra. It's going to create a noise. That's what sometimes we hear first. We attach most directly to the Ujjayi. We liken it to the ocean shore, maybe rushing in and out. A great analogy for our water Pisces today. But more importantly to me than the noise is important. It brings you more present with your breath. But even more important, again, to me personally, is this texture. You might feel the breath. It's going to create another layer of sensation that allows you a reminder, again, of how complex you are, of how complex just breathing is, and how much you have going on in your body, how much control, but also how much you don't have control of, how beautiful that surrender and that watery flow can be. Beautiful. A few more rounds of breathing here. So we continue to just settle into this breath. A few more things I'd like to add. As you sit in this meditation, this brief moment of meditation, our little practice, thoughts are going to come and go. It's totally natural. It's totally fine. I like to use an analogy that's beautiful today. As you can see, this spots of sunlight moving around the room here. When we see the sun, the bright, beautiful sky, it can often be like our thoughtless mind. It's cloudless, it's clean, it's pure, it feels peaceful. But when clouds move in front of that sky, even like yesterday when we get rain, when those watery emotions fall from the sky, we're never under the delusion that that cloud will remain in front of the sun forever, that that rain will be permanent, or that this shade will be permanent, that this sunspot will last forever. We know that the same processes that brought those clouds in front of the sun will continue to blow them right on by. They're there to remind us of something. So treat your thoughts in that way. See what they can let you know, what they can remind you of. Find beautiful shapes in them like you would a passing cloud. And then let it go. Beautiful. Again, just a brief moment to practice that here. But I say that because you can carry it with you throughout all our asana today, through any space, place, pose, and posture. Knowing that those thoughts, those clouds, carry a message, but also move for a reason. Beautiful. Good. At the base of your next exhale, let's take the arms down at the sides. If they're on the knees, inhale them high to the sky. Good. Let's bring the hands together. And with an exhale, let's take them to heart center. Good. Inhaling here. With an exhale, let's just hold and ground. Good. Inhale here. With an exhale, one more, hold and ground. Good, inhale here. This time, part the palms, and with an exhale, blow into the hands. 3 times now like this. Inhale here, with an exhale, blow right into the palms. A great time to set an intention for your practice. But again, if that's not your jam, all esoterics aside, just feel your breath in your hands. A reminder that there's parts of you you can't see that are integral to your existence. Beautiful. Letting those palms come together, trapping that energy, that prana or chi, the life force inside of us. Inhaling here. Good. With an exhale, let's let those hands fall and part them. We're going to cross or uncross and recross the legs if they're crossed. If you're sitting over a bolster with knees or legs parallel, feel free to just stay as you are. A little variations or flows or pranayama practices added here to our seated posture before moving on to more complex asana. Good. Once you're here, recrossing legs, we're going to jump right into that pranayama technique. Again, a little control or direction of breath, bridging our meditation and our asana. Hands exhale to the sides. Let's inhale them high to the sky. Palms together and exhale, heart center. Beautiful. When you're here, let's take an inhale in and exhale all the breath out completely. Good. At the base of this exhale, when you're ready to take breath in, we're going to work a grounding pranayama, a 4-part breath. That means you're going to inhale to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding breath in here for a count of 4. Feel full. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath out for 4. Feel the vacuum, the spaciousness. And then inhale for a count of 4 once again. Continue on your own pace. If 4 is too long or too short, feel free to extend or shorten. Just make sure you equalize all 4 sides. We want a square breath. Continue at your own pace. We're going to do 3 rounds like this. That first one we did together, 2 more, your own pace. And when you're done, return to a normal, neutral, natural breath. Lovely. You've returned to a natural breath at this point. Great. If you're still finishing any sort of square part breath, feel free to complete your full square. When we're ready here, when we've returned to a natural breath, let's inhale all together. Again, no rush to join us. Finish your round. Exhale a little long here to get us all on the same page. Beautiful. Inhale here. Good. With an exhale, let's part the hands and open the chest. Beautiful. Inhale, bring them together. Round the back of that spine slightly. And inhale, let's open. Beautiful. Exhale, round that spine. Close those hands. You may want to touch them or hover apart. Inhale, let's open. Beautiful. I'm just going to turn 90 degrees here to show you real quick. A little round of that spine when we close. A little arc of that chest when we open. Kind of cat-cow-ish. And continue a few more rounds like this. Good. One more time to open. Bring those palms together with an exhale. Let them touch. Good. Inhale here. And exhale to ground. Beautiful. Inhale, let's open once more. This time you're going to stay open though with an exhale. We're going to press our palms high, practicing our teacup technique here. We're going to inhale right where you are here, fingers facing backwards, palms to the sky like you're holding teacups. An inhale here is going to puff the chest slightly. With an exhale, you're going to take your fingertips out and then towards me. The idea here is to keep palms up towards the sky. This part's going to be tough. It's going to take the elbows out as hands and fingertips come in to stay upright. It's okay if you spill a drop or two. It's just practice. Sending behind you like you're passing this tea to someone sitting right behind you with the full exhale. As you inhale, we're going to pull them back from behind us. Round the fingertips back and in. And then open with that chest, finishing with those fingertips back in this same spot. Beautiful. Again, a little complex here, just a few rounds to practice. Inhale here, exhale, fingertips out, around and in. Beautiful. A small arc in that spine. Again, just like the previous practice. If this is too much for you, as we inhale to come back, you can just stay with that opening and closing we were previously working. Again, one more time, we'll inhale here. With an exhale, let's take fingertips out, around. Good. Fingertips in as elbows come wide. And pass that tea to someone behind you. Full exhalation. Inhale here. Through the full breath. If I'm moving too slow for you, that's okay. You can quicken the pace. Just trying to show the subtleties here as best I can. Good. Inhaling, finishing this final round here. With an exhale, let's straighten spine. Press whatever you're holding up to the sky. Inhale here and arms wide. Exhale them all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale here, and with an exhale, release whatever else you're holding. Beautiful. We'll inhale, arms wide and high one final time, hands meeting together and to heart center. A few ohms here, 3 to be specific, to close our seat and move us into our flow. Inhaling for the first. Beautiful. And as those ohms fade to silence, you can let the hands fall to the left. You can uncross those legs and find your way to hands and knees. We'll begin in this tabletop posture as we normally do. Hands just below the shoulders, knees just below our hips here with an inhale, exhale, ground through the palms, through the fingertips, through the knees, drive and attach the tops of the feet. Really get grounded. Inhale here. And honestly, before we flow, we're going to move right back to a child's pose. Good. Inhale in this child's pose with an exhale. Either hands forward or walk them back. Either way, let's try to take palms up towards the sky. Receptive hands we're going to work a lot with today. That might be a little tough with arms facing forward. That external rotation can be much easier when you bring the arms back. A breath here. Exhale into the floor. Awesome. Again, we're going to take things a little slower today. We will find some core work and some tension. We'll be holding postures, so don't worry. But as I always suggest, I'm just here for suggestion. Your body knows best, so if you need to move more vigorously or quicker than we are today, please feel free to move yourself in that direction as well. From this child's pose, a last breath here. Inhale, let's take the arms, if they're at the sides, to the front of the mat. Exhale to ground the hands. Inhale, float up to table. Exhale to ground. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the navel, cow pose. Exhale, round that spine, cat pose. And find your flow between the two. Beautiful. Inhale, a cow. Exhale, cat. Lovely. With your next inhale, a cow pose. We call this cow, dropping navel low, almost like the udders of a cow. Exhale, rounding spine. You know why we call this cat. We all know. We've seen every cat do this first thing in the morning or any time of day. Moving back to cow with an inhale. Let's call our cow a bull pose today. Genders aside, it's Taurus season, as I was saying, and Taurus is represented by the bull, so let's be our bull today. Be your version of the bull. Tauruses know how to put themselves first, how to really give themselves what they need. And so in that thread, feel free to give yourself some freedom of movement. If this structured posture is feeling good, maybe moving outside of that structured box, moving outside of these 4 points you've created on the floor, your little container. Maybe taking yourself back towards a child's pose as you exhale through a cat. Maybe you come forward towards something like an upward facing dog or cobra that we'll find a little later. Beautiful. Maybe you're just swaying the hips side to side. Again, maybe if you just want to really focus on little subtle hip movements today, this could be a great place to start. Just feeling the difference of how that tail can either have a little pool here or be rounded, letting water spill off like a waterfall. Good. A few more breaths here. I like to say this is a time to converse with your body, as I mentioned a second ago. I'm here to just suggest what we do. Your internal body, your intuition knows best. It knows when to listen and when to adjust. So again, take everything I say with a grain of salt and go only as far or farther if you need to. Returning to that tabletop pose here. Beautiful. With an inhalation to ground. Exhale, we're going to move towards downward facing dog. Tucking toes, driving heels, lifting sit bones high for the sky. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, let something out the mouth. Inhale, let's float forward. Find yourself in a plank pose. Again, here's a place where I can guide you to plank, but I can't engage your core for you. If you're too high or too low, you'll probably know you won't feel it in the core. Get that core engaged. Give yourself what you came for. Feel those abdomen work. One more breath here. And exhale all the way to the floor. Let's inhale for a low cobra. Good, and exhale to the floor. One more low cobra, let's inhale. Good. This time we're going to move back towards that child's pose. Exhale, press into the hands, slither back, maybe forearms take weight. Draping over knees, we'll inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. With an exhale, forward to plank. A little bit of a flow here. Inhale in plank. Exhale to hold. Inhale here. Exhale, you can come all the way to the floor, or this time hover a chaturanga, a low cobra, or an upward facing dog. Moving through that child's pose or directly to downward facing dog. Inhale here. With an exhale, we'll do it once more. Feel like a wave. Feel that Pisces energy to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, hold. Feel that grounding. Be a rock. Inhale here. Exhale to the floor. Again, maybe you come to the floor to feel earth, or maybe you wave through an upward dog and back to downward facing. We'll all meet with an exhale here in downward facing. Inhale, breath in. With an exhale, let's walk the feet to meet the hands. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come up to a flat back. Hands are likely going to be shins or higher. Exhale, let's find a forward fold. Good. Inhale to a flat back. And one more time, exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale to a flat back. This time, let's hold with our exhale. Good. Inhale here. With an exhale, let's take arms wide and out. A T-like shape, engaging that core. Inhale here. Exhale to hold. One more breath. Inhale here. Next exhale, fold forward. When hands find the floor, if feet are not already together, let's step them together so toes are touching. Let's inhale to a flat back, this time preparing for chair, bending knees. Exhale, drape that torso, and inhale, find Utkatasana. Beautiful, our fierce pose. Inhale here, and exhale to hold. Inhale, bring the palms together. Exhale through heart center, straighten legs, find yourself a forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Good. Exhale, let the hands find the floor. As they do, weight the right foot and let's step the left one back. Drop that left knee down. Again, a great time to throw a blanket if you have it, or if you don't, just fold your mat. Low lunge here, top of left foot's down as well. Let's inhale to fingertips. Exhale, let's take an Ardha Hanuman. Again, here blocks or books might be helpful. We're gonna flow though, keeping with that water elements. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, straighten right leg. Beautiful, let's find a few more rounds here. Feel like a wave. Inhale forward. Exhale back. See if the breath can drive your movement, the filling of the lungs bringing you forward and up. You exhale back. One more lunge. Take one more Ardha Hanuman. And now this time as we move back to lunge, we'll take a full expression. Maybe the knee passes the ankle a little bit. We'll exhale to ground into our low lunge. Bring that knee right above the ankle. Left knee's grounded. Inhale here. Exhale, arms wide. Let's find a full expression of low lunge. Beautiful. You can gaze up. As I always say, if the low neck or low back argues, please hear that argument out. Maybe look straight ahead. Another breath here. Exhale, we're gonna hold. This is the Hatha portion of my practice. We will move, but we don't need to. You're here. You're in your hip. You're grounded. You're breathing. You're doing everything I hoped for. You're practicing yoga. You've done it. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, let's part the arms, cactus arms. Peel them down the back. Inhale, reach high. Good, 2 more times. Exhale, cactus arms. Good, inhale, reach high. Exhale, this time, peel the cactus arm all the way down. We're gonna interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest slightly. Exhale to hold. Inhale, unlace fingers, reach them high. And exhale, frame that right foot. Beautiful. Inhale here. With an exhale, we're gonna tuck these left toes, lift from here. Inhale and exhale to plank. Beautiful. Inhaling here in plank. With an exhale, let's find side plank, right side. Another grounding, balanced posture. We're gonna work a lot of balance today. Bring left hand high to the sky if that feels okay. Variations are right knee to the floor. Great for easier. Or for a little harder, left leg and hover. A breath here. Good. Let's all return to a normal side plank. Let's all return to plank. Inhale here in plank. Exhale, let's come all the way to the floor. Inhale, let's take a low cobra. Exhale to the floor. Inhale for a sphinx pose, elbows below the shoulders. Exhale, let the head be heavy. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, let the head be heavy. I'm keeping my face towards you, left ear, left shoulder, so you can hear me, but you can really lean your head, your face more into that shoulder to the right. Exhale, center. To the left. One more time each side. Good, back to center. Inhale, lift that head. Exhale, tuck the toes, forearm plank. Inhale, you can bring the palms together for a little triangle if that helps with your balance. Let's hold here. Drop the knees at any time. Another breath in. And exhale, let's all come to the floor. Inhale, sphinx pose. Exhale, you're gonna take this left knee. Let's rock onto the right hip slightly. Set this left knee up here. Good, a half frog. Inhale here, we'll find full frog later. Let's just play with the half now. Exhale, if you round it a little into that right hip, center your weight more again in the pelvis. Feel that left hip open. If it's intense, that's okay. Another breath in here. Good, exhale back onto that right hip slightly so you can step the left back. We'll inhale the sphinx and exhale all the way to the floor. Let the hands come back below the shoulder blades. Inhale here, exhale, tuck toes and press through, push up to plank. Inhale in plank, and with an exhale, let's find your own flow, a chaturanga if you'd like, or all the way to the floor. Find your difficulty for today. Maybe you wave like that Pisces water, or maybe you find the floor for grounded birth child's pose, and 4 points on the floor, a low cobra, that snake always grounded, all meeting in downward facing dog. Let's inhale here. Exhale, weight through the right foot. You don't need to lift it up through three-legged. We'll go there eventually. Right now, just step the left foot straight up to low lunge, dropping right knee down. Again, great time to fold that mat. We'll mimic our flow. Inhale for the Ardha Hanuman series. Again, blocks or books could be helpful. We'll find our Ardha Hanuman and our low lunge, respectively. Low lunge here. With every inhale, Ardha Hanuman. With every exhale, see if you can take a few breaths to become a wave. to feel yourself flow back and forth. Think of your breath as helping you become a wave, because with your breath, you need to fully exhale before you can then circularly take breath back in. And you must then again fully exhale. Be ready for that breath to come back in. One more Ardha Hanuman. This time as we move towards low lunge, a little past that knee a little past that ankle maybe. Exhale, ground into low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, arms wide. Find yourself a full expression. A little crescent lunge here again. Inhale, reach high. That might cause you to open a little towards the sky. If it feels great, that's awesome. If it doesn't, stay looking right straight ahead. Maybe even hands at hips if those shoulders are tired. Inhale here. Exhale to hold. Taurus is the bull, but even though that can be aggressive, that can be strong, it also, again, it knows what it wants. It knows how to treat itself well. It puts itself first. So if that means dropping your horns down, maybe that's what it means. Another breath in here. Again, the Hatha portion of our practice. One more, final with arms high if they're not already. Lift them and exhale, cactus. 3 times like this, we'll inhale high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale high. 3rd time, cactus arms, we melt all the way. Interlace fingers. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale to hold. Inhale, unlace and lift. Exhale, spread those wings. Frame that foot. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, ground the hands, lift right knee. Inhale here, exhale to plank. Inhale here, and we're gonna find side plank on your left side. Just turning for better sight, you can stay in the way you are. Again, maybe taking a variation, but also remembering that we are not symmetrical creatures. So don't pressure yourself to do what you did on the other side, the right side. Here on the left. Let's all return to a normal side plank. And from here, let's all return to plank. Inhaling in plank. Exhale to hold. Inhale here. Exhale, come all the way to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, cobra. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Tuck the toes. Inhale to hold. Exhale, let's take a dolphin. Walk those feet forward. Inhale here. Exhale to hold. Be the dolphin. Play in those Pisces waters. Get into the emotions. Inhale here. Exhale back to forearm plank. Inhale here. Exhale back to sphinx. Good. Inhale onto that left hip. Exhale right up for a half frog. Staying with our amphibious postures. Inhaling here. Exhale. Center the weight into that pelvis. And really feel that opening in this part of your hip. It might be intense. That's okay. One more breath here. Good. Exhale onto the left hip. Send that right leg straight. Inhale, sphinx. Exhale, bring the fingertips back below the shoulders. Inhale here. With an exhale, tuck toes. Let's press through a push-up to plank. Inhale here. With feet together at the back of the mat, let's exhale right to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Your feet are together now. So you can weight that left foot immediately like a kickstand, and we can inhale the right high to the sky for 3-legged dog. Hips stay square for this first 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale to hold. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Exhale, Let's work that core. Take right knee to right elbow, hover. Flowing like a wave, take it over to the left side and back up and through. Inhale, three-legged. Good, one more time. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, hover. Bring it over and inhale it up. Good, this time exhale, right knee to nose and set that right foot between the hands. You can keep the left knee lifted or you can drop it for that same low lunge we did last time. Easy to do that variation throughout all of what we're going to do next. If your knee's lifted, making sure you're not standing on a little tightrope here, making sure maybe walk that right foot out an inch. You might be overextended as well, maybe left foot in an inch. Find something comfortable. Again, I'm going to keep you here for a few breaths. Exhale, arms wide. Inhale them high. Beautiful. Again, gazing up can be nice, but if it's not, don't do it. It's not necessary. Beautiful. Another breath here. Finding some Hatha. We will move. It doesn't matter when. Good. Inhale, reach high, palms together. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, cactus. Beautiful. Inhale, reach high. If your knee is lifted, exhale, let's bend it. You can drop it all the way to the floor or hover. Inhale, let's reach high. Build some fire. One more, inhale. Good, if you're hovering, this time let's all drop that back knee down. Top of foot as well. Inhale, reach high one final time. This time, exhale, hands to cactus arms, palms to the sky. Let's prepare to move our teacups. Inhale here, puff that chest. Exhale, round the fingertips outward, forward, and now inward, elbows split out. Hand those teacups to someone behind you, full part of your exhale. Maybe hold breath out for a second. Inhale, bring it back around. Fill in the lungs. Don't spill your tea. Beautiful. A few times like this, I'm going to turn towards you for a little different angle. You just continue your own inhalation and exhalation. Inhale to puff and to lift. Exhale, pass that tea back behind you. Good, a few more. Pisces is the water bearer. So here you're the tea bearer, or whatever liquid you want to hold. It's quarantine, so you're allowed to have whatever you want. Inhale here. Exhale, press whatever you're holding high to the sky, lift it. Hands above the head. Exhale, arms wide, frame that right foot. Beautiful. Inhale, one Ardha Hanuman, just take a low lunge. Exhale, straighten knee. Inhale, back towards lunge. Good. Exhale, round hands, tuck left toes, lift left knee, and step back for plank. Inhale here. With an exhale, let's come all the way to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more breath in. Exhale, drop that pelvis. Inhale, sphinx. Beautiful. Exhale, let's rock onto that left hip. Bring the right knee up. I know you can't see mine, but I'm doing that on purpose because now we can stay here, or we can weight the hands and we can walk that left knee up for a full frog pose. This may be really intense in your hips. If it is, it's fine to stay in just a half frog. Right about now, it might be a good time if you're staying in half frog to switch over to the opposing side. We started with our right knee, so you might want to switch over to your left. If you're in full frog here, about halfway, maybe you press your hands a little into the floor so the hips scooch back slightly towards the heels. And for me, that takes it from a pretty solid stretch to a real intense stretch. So that might just be too much for you. That's okay. If you're taking yourself back a little, coming back forward, knees parallel with hips. Good. Inhale here. We brought the right knee up first, so we're going to take that one back first. Again, move nice and slow. Weight the hands and that left knee. Step that right leg back extended. Drop the right hip and pelvic side to the floor. Good. Lean into it and step the left back. Beautiful. Nice and slow. No rush. Inhale, Sphinx. One more forearm plank. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, dolphin. Again, let's stay aquatic. Inhale, dolphin. Exhale, either hold in dolphin, option to go back for a longer forearm plank, or maybe step your left foot grounded and inhale right high, a little three-legged dolphin. If you've taken back, dropping right leg, switching to left. If you're hanging out in dolphin, beautiful. Breathe into the back of that heart. If you're hanging out in forearm plank, you're a beast. But keep up that beautiful bull earth energy. Let's all walk back to forearm plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, pelvis to the floor. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale all the way down, fingertips to shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, let's slither all the way back and through child's pose. If you want, you can press up and through a vinyasa, but I won't command one here. Inhale from child's pose. We'll exhale straight to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, let something out the mouth. Inhale here. And exhale, let something out the mouth. Inhale here. Good. Exhale, ground through the right foot. And inhale, left high to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift it. Exhale to hold. Inhale, lifted. Exhale, let's work that core. Left knee, left elbow. Only through half your exhalation, finish the exhalation by drawing it across to the right and inhaling back up and through. Again, keeping things fluid and wave-like. Exhale. Good. Inhale, three-legged, this time towards high or low lunge, your choice. Hover knee to nose, left foot down, knee right either hovers or lowers. Inhale here. Exhale, adjust your feet and arms wide and high. Good. Again, we don't want to stand on a tightrope or a slack line. We want to have a little bit of width. You don't want to be overextended. That can do a little too much to this hip here that we've been working so well on. So maybe step that right hand up, right foot, sorry. Beautiful. Again, maybe you pitch the chest up slightly, a little gaze towards that sun or sky. Inhale here, exhale to hold. Finding a little Hatha. Doesn't matter when we move, you're already here. You're already practicing yoga. Good. Another breath in. And exhale, final exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach high. Good. Maybe add the knee. Cactus arms, maybe knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, a few more. Inhale, reach. Good. This time, drop that knee down if you've been hovering. Beautiful top of right foot as well. Inhale high. Exhale, cactus arms. This time, hold your teacups. Inhale, puff the chest. And exhale, pass those teacups. Inhale, bring them back up. Let them be filled by that rain. Doesn't even need to be rain. It can be filled by the stardust that's consistently showering our earth. By the beautiful sunshine and the vitamin D3. Inhale here, exhale, passing through. Is a technique often used by belly dancers. It's a great way to learn to isolate certain parts of the body while staying fluid with the rest. One more time. Perfect representation of being grounded and fluid. Good. This time, as you finish your inhale, exhale, press whatever you're holding up to the sky. Inhale it high. Exhale, arms wide, frame that left foot. Inhale, low lunge. We'll take one Ardha Hanuman just to open up this hip in the opposite direction. Inhale, back to low lunge. Exhale, tuck right toes, lift right knee, and step back for plank. Inhale here in plank. Exhale all the way to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale for Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, take a dolphin. Exhale, maybe play with one leg high. Maybe a little jump. Maybe you play with an arm balance. Maybe you switch legs. Good. If you're playing with balancing, let's return to dolphin. If you're in dolphin still, let's return to forearm plank. This is too much. Return to Sphinx. Another breath in forearm plank. We'll exhale all the Sphinx. Inhale here. Exhale, melt to the floor. Inhale, weight the hands. Exhale, let's slide back to child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing. Exhale, walk the feet to meet the hands. Beautiful. Forward fold at the front of our mat, feet at shoulder width distance. Let's inhale the flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. We're going to prepare for chair. Set feet together. Exhale, bend knees and drape torso. Inhale, torso high as knees stay bent. Exhale, sit a little deeper. So here in chair, it can be easy to let this low back kind of splay out. We're going to create a pool there. We don't really want that pool. We don't want a teacup there. We want it to be a waterfall. We want it to run off. So down turn that low back. You can do that by gauging those lowest two abdomen right here. Another breath in. Exhale, hold, stay grounded. Let your waterfall rush. Inhale, reach high, palms together, legs straighten. And exhale, hands to heart center. Begin a little balancing series. A great time for a sip of water if you need. When ready, we'll weight that left foot and bring the right into a tree. Your tree might be just down here today. That's okay. Maybe it's above the knee. Only thing I want to say is if it's at the knee, let's stay below. There's just no real need to put outward pressure on that knee joint. It's a strong joint, but there's no reason to give it any unnecessary work as it does so much for us already. Maybe today you're feeling a half lotus. I like this embodiment if it feels good for you, because the lotus is something that's grounded but also floating on water. Hands at heart center. Maybe you grow your branches. It's okay to sway in the wind. It's okay to fall. Unlike a real tree, you can fall, and it won't take you 100 years to get back. Hands come back together at heart center. Good. Let's bring that right knee up into the hands. We're going to take it in the right hand specifically and open it to that right side. Working our hip opening. This is like an elevated frog or half frog. Left hand can be at hip. This might be just enough. Maybe taking the left hand out to the left and gazing towards it is your jam. That adds a twist to this balance and hip opener. But again, if you're here at hand to hip, you're already doing a balance and a hip opener. That's totally enough. You're multitasking, you're doing yoga. It's okay. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll hold. Good. Let's bring that right knee back into center. We're going to take our closed eye balance. You can go there if you know. Bringing that right foot on top of the left. Your left foot touches the floor. Your right foot is just touching flesh, just touching your left foot. Ground through the 4 points of contact on that left foot. Hands at heart center. Find a focal point or drishti. Probably going to be pretty easy to balance. If so, close your eyes. It could be much more difficult, and that's okay. It's okay to fall off, fall out, to use that right foot for balance and to jump back in. It's uncommon in yoga that we balance without a focal point or drishti. It's a beautiful tool, but it can become a crutch. So here we're learning to see without a drishti, to see with our foot. Another breath here. Exhale, set that right foot down, weight it, and shake that left out. Beautiful job, everyone. We're going to move right into the opposing side. No trickery here. Moving right into our same tree, our same flow. The opposing side, again, take time for water or a little break if you need it. We'll be here for you when you're ready to join back in. Maybe you're finding your lotus today and attaching that fluid, floating aspect of the beautiful flower to its root systems that move through the water into that soil, that first ground. Let the hands grow and let the branches expand when ready. Bring hands back together into heart center. Inhale here, removing your foot from wherever it is, taking the left knee in both hands, specifically though in the left so we can open it to the left side. Once you do that, right hand will probably let go. You can either send it out or to the hip. Find yourself a balance and a hip opener or a trifecta balance hip opener and release. Wherever you are, breathe in here. No rush to get anywhere else. Beautiful. Right hand to hip, left knee centers. Step that left foot on top of the right. Inhale here. Exhale. Close your eyes. Beautiful. Wonderful efforts, everyone. I mentioned tightrope and slacklining earlier with our lunges. This is another analogy, this is a great practice for tightropers. Because when you're that high in the sky, you have no drishti, you have no horizon. You're just looking at air. There's no way to tell what's up, what's down, what's left, and what's right. You have to see with your internal barometer. I guess it's not like that. Let that left foot touch the floor. Shake the right one out. Again, a sip of water or anything. When ready, we'll step the right to meet the left front of the mat, and we'll move into our final little flow. We'll kind of bring it all together here. Arms inhale wide and high to the sky. Exhale, arms wide, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Beautiful. Exhale, you can step or hop back to a plank. Through a chaturanga, find your flow like a wave, crashing to the shore. Return to sea for downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, weight the left foot. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, open dog, bend that knee. Inhale, let's take one big circle. Exhale, close the hip. Inhale, straighten legs, square hip, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hover, drop right foot down. Find a high lunge if you can, or left knee down, low lunge. Inhale here, exhale, arms wide and high. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, drop that left foot down, arms parallel to the floor, warrior two. Turn those palms up to be receptive to catch that water. Inhale here, exhale, hold. Good, inhale here, exhale, reach forward, up and over, reclined warrior. The right knee is gonna wanna straighten, keep it nice and bent. Maybe that left arm hovers to keep the left side from collapsing. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Inhale here, leading with the right hand. Exhale, lift back to warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale to hold. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. Elbow to knee, left arm either directly overhead or bicep over ear, front of room. Again, you might have collapsing in right side, so this time hovering right hand could help. Inhale here. Beautiful. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reclined. Good. Exhale, cartwheel, lift left heel. Bring in right foot. Keep that knee lifted though. Left knee, unless you need it down, no worries. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten that right leg. You can flex the right foot towards the face. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, lunge. Straighten. Little lifted knee variation of our Ardha Hanuman. This time as you straighten, we're gonna stay here a little loft in that back foot. You might wanna ground this front foot and we'll hop to a standing split. Hands can frame the right foot. And with an exhale, forward fold, lift that left foot a little higher. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left foot to meet the right. As you do, bend the right. Finding chair legs, let's inhale, arms wide and high. Utkatasana. Exhale, hold. Inhale here. Good. Exhale through heart center, straighten legs, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, round the hands and hop or step your way to plank. Through a chaturanga, a wave crashing on the shore, return to the ocean, downward facing. Round through the right, inhale the left. Exhale to open. Inhale, circle once. Exhale, close hips. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, hover, drop the foot, either lift or drop the knee. Exhale, arms wide. Inhale them high, high lunge. Just going to turn for this transition to warrior. Exhale, warrior two, palms up, be receptive, catch that water. Inhale here, exhale to hold. Inhale forward, up and over. Keep that left knee bent, maybe right arm hovers. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here, exhale to hold. Inhale here, and side angle. Left arm high or overhead. Inhale here, exhale, maybe hover left. Inhale here, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel all the way. Beautiful. Keep that right knee lifted. Inhale here, exhale, straighten left leg. Inhale here, exhale left. Inhale here. And final time, straighten. Maybe ground that left foot, a little bounce in the right. And we hop forward. One-legged standing split. Fold by exhaling and lifting right leg. The pendulum of the right leg lifting higher helps you fold forward more. Inhale here. Exhale, bring right foot to meet the left. As you do, bend both knees and step into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, arms high. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to take this to the floor. Sitting just a little deeper. And deeper. Beautiful. Once your sit bones find the floor, we'll take an Navasana, either hands behind the knees or extending legs, a final core exercise here. Inhale and exhale, round the feet. Inhale, lift. Lowering for a bridge pose. Exhale, spine to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Inhale, hug those knees into the chest. Good. Exhale, make a few circles. Inhale here. Exhale, stop moving. Inhale here. Exhale, ground the feet. And a final little flow for our bridge pose. Inhaling on the back. We'll exhale, lift the pelvis. Good. Inhale, lifted, and exhale, return to the mat. If you'd like, you can add arms. Inhale, lift pelvis and arms above head. Exhale, return to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return. Good. One more. Build that bridge, that grounded stone bridge over your troubled Pisces water. Holding for a breath, exhale, return to that grounded floor. Inhale, hug knees into chest. Good. Exhale, hold right knee in, send left leg straight, supine twist. We'll inhale here, exhale, left right knee over to left side. Extending right arm from shoulder. I'm going to stay looking towards the camera, but you can look towards that right hand for a nice full body twist. Good. Bring that right knee back up into center. Set the right foot where it was for bridge pose. Set the left ankle on that right knee. Figure four. Let's reach through that hole you've created around the right knee. Pull that knee into the chest. That's going to open the right and left hip. See if you can reach the left knee towards the sky using those internal thigh muscles. We'll add a little stretch to that left side. And return right foot to floor. Left foot can meet it. Inhale, both knees to chest. And exhale, hold the left in, send the right straight. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to right side. Turn towards that left hand, maybe extending. Good. Bring that left knee back up in the center. Set the left foot down where it was for bridge. Right ankle on left knee. Find in figure four. Threading needle. And pulling in. Beautiful. Let that left foot come back to the floor. You can unlace the fingers. Then the right to meet the left again. Like bridge pose. Inhale here. Let's exhale. Take one final bridge. Lift the pelvis. You can interlace fingers. If it would feel good for you to skip this and take a wheel instead, that could be a great option. You're taking the bound bridge, maybe lifting up the shoulders. A moment here. It's to hold, to breathe, to feel your bridge over your water. Exhale, release, come back down to the floor. Dive back into those waters. Be caught by this earth. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. From here, you can take a happy baby if you'd like. The next pose after that will be our final rest or corpse pose, our Shavasana. If happy baby is good, then just take that. However, if there's any part of your body, any space or place within your practice that I didn't go today, that we didn't go together, you might want to sprinkle in now, feel free. Allow yourself to be fully satiated before finding that corpse pose. When you are ready, though, finding corpse pose, again, just a few minutes early. Again, I will run us just a few minutes over. Sorry, we began just a few minutes late. I will run us just a few minutes over, so take your time. We'll have a luscious Shavasana here. No need to rush. But when ready, find yourself to that space and place. Maybe a blanket is nice over top of the body if you have it. Bolsters are not something that everyone has, but even just a blanket rolled up would be a real nice bolster for underneath the knees. Most of us know feels really nice in the Shavasana here. So when you find yourself in this space and place, I always like to acknowledge and remind how difficult it can be to move from holding asana directing our prana to a space of total relaxation and release. It's okay if you're still feeling the echoes of that practice, if you're still feeling the movement of that prana. This is totally normal. In my opinion, feeling it, surrendering to it, is part of that letting go. That movement of energy and prana is here to remind you your body is doing everything, and everything it knows, and is taking care of you every moment. All you need to do is let go. Begin to bring yourself back to this space and place. You can also feel free, the freedom of your own home, your own space and place, to stay right where you are. Remain in Shavasana for much longer. Breathe deeply and continue to bliss out. For those of us ready to move on, moving fingers and toes, awakening the body, taking time, as I like to always say, to be grateful for each and every little tissue and tendon, every muscle, every cell, all all that makes you who you are. Maybe moving arms and legs now, if not already. Gratitude for those appendages, maybe hugging them into heart center awareness, gratitude for the chakra systems, the internal organs, all of the central life systems that we carry in our torso. Maybe this allows you to rock from one side or onto one side or the other, a little fetal posture or pose, as we might call it, a place or space for rebirth from this corpse pose, from the depth of your practice. Inviting yourself into an upright seat, a sprouted seed, finding sunlight and new growth. When ready, just a moment here, cross-legged, a chance to connect and own before departing, bringing hands to heart center, letting the echoes of your practice wash over you, feeling all the judgments, the thoughts, the cares, the worries, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, all ends of the spectrum, being thankful, grateful for every cloud that's passed your sky, all the beautiful shapes you've found, the messages you've received, and even all that, letting go. Until the next time you step on your mat, you can do nothing about your warrior two. Till then, let's take a big, deep inhale here and exhale to release, preparing for 3 final Oms. Inhale, 2/3. Thank you all so much for your space in this place today. Your presence, your practice, your posture, but most importantly, your breath. For yourselves, for each other, for each and every one of us, myself included. Namaste. Thank you all once again. Appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you being part of this internet community and our own culture, family, in here, out there, and worldwide. I'll be sticking around. If you have any feedback, anything you'd like to clarify, any questions or comments, please feel free to turn on your mics to send me a little message. I believe you can direct chat as well, like things that are just to me and not to everyone else. If you have more things you want to get in deep on or things you want to repeat or ask more questions about, I'd be more than happy to open up a discussion. As I'm sure with most of you, I don't have a ton on my plate right now, so let's feel free to talk some yoga. Awesome. I appreciate all of you again. For those of you who are taking off, have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy that sun. I'll see you again soon.